important, very intriguing, and absolute important topic for all the scholars, academicians around the world. They want to publish their work and they want to highlight their work. So without any further delay, I would like to share my screen and we will start with the journey of publication and how Eudoxia actually is helping our scholars and how scholars themselves need to pick it up and learn and execute the art of publication. So let me share my screen and let's start with one of the very important aspects is in any publication is how you are actually targeting a good journal. So this is very, very important. Let me share my screen. I think my screen is visible to everyone. Thank you. So very warm welcome. Very good morning. This is day 2. Myself, Dr. Sukhwinder Singh. I'm the registrar of Eudoxia Research University and Eudoxia Research Center. And it's always very important that in our Eudoxia, now, of course, after the pandemic, people are thinking about online teaching. There's a university coming up. But in 2018, our Honorable President have the vision already set up that why not help global academicians and researchers and help them and enable them for free publications. This is the main aim of Eudoxia. Even in our International Innovation Program, of course, the publication in SCOPUS, free publication in SCOPUS is paramount. And that is why in every month, 3 to 4, maybe 5, sometimes 5 events and workshops, conferences, live demonstrations, training programs, symposiums, we organize in order to help and make sure that our scholars will learn and understand and execute it for free. Now, let's start the first very important aspect, and I will also show in Scopus that how we determine a journal for my publication. I have done enough hard work in 2 years of my research. Now it's time for writing or drafting a manuscript. Yes, you have to write a draft, which is an excellent in nature. Your entire hard work is there. So do not be in a hurry. You have to be very patient. First of all, let's understand the process of publication, especially process of free publication, and how I should target a particular journal. Some of the scholars, eminent scholars, have said that yes, you can target a particular journal and then you start drafting your rough draft, that is the manuscript. And some of the eminent scholars and researchers have said, yeah, you can draft it, but after the drafting process or during the drafting process, you can also target the journal. In my personal point of view, yes, we have to first look at the target of a journal. In that category, it is always very easy, very eminent, and very professional manner. We can actually go for the submission. As far as the manuscript drafting goes, of course, we have our entire conferences, our workshops, training programs. We talk about how to draft a manuscript, how to draft a original research article, how to draft a review article. And this is how we step forward. Let's see if I have a rough draft. Now I want to go for a publication. How to choose the journals. In Scopus, 50,000 plus journals are there. In my domain only, 6,000 to 7,000 journals are there. How to choose, how to funnel it down, which is my journal of interest. What are the topics, current trend topics, which has been published by Scopus recently, which actually in sync with my research. This is the time when you hold the website and you do your research to find a journal. Yes, there is an AI platforms, there is journal finders, also in Scopus, also in Web of Science, and every publication house, there is a journal finder. But the essence of a researcher is actually to do the research in terms of which journal and current trends and the online articles are actually published, which is in sync. That is how you actually have a higher probability, higher chance of getting your manuscript in review. In Eudoxia, we always focus that yes, once I prepare the draft, our IIPNs, they should submit in good Scopus quartiles in Q1 and Q2. But also the main aspect is that your manuscript will go for a review process. This is an examination. And sometimes what I've found in especially in online and in social media, you have seen that certain scammers and fraudulent people, especially targeting our scholars, that yes, you can publish it in 2 days, give me 10,000, you can publish in 1 day, no peer review. I have a pre-setting with the editor. I am in the pre-editorial board member. So these kind of ridiculous comments, and of course to lure the scholars, because scholar itself is in a huge, if we are doing our PhD in our research, we are so engrossed into it that we want to publish it anyhow, and that is how the weak link they capture. In Eudoxia, if you see all our webinars, especially our Honorable Chair's live demonstration, Honorable Chairman Sir has done the live demonstration of predatory journals, clone journals. Sir has written many articles about it. So you have to understand that everything is a free process, but I need to learn what is the free process. Instead of, and always listen, my always humble request to all the scholars, all the researchers and academicians here today present across the globe, that please listen to those who have done it, who have done the SCOPUS publication for free. Only listen to them. Don't listen to the outside voices, which never have ever published any publication in SCOPUS free journals, and they are commenting about, you can do this, you can do that. So this is how we need to understand the mentorship. We need to understand the conversation process. Now, let's say, for example, your abstract is ready. Now you have prepared the draft, you have done the hard work as per, and every journal, I will give a short demo in terms of how we can directly go. But then you have to discuss your manuscript. In Eudoxia, it is very, very paramount. We will discuss your manuscript, that yes, you have this kind of a lacunas are there. This is actually the research gap is not highlighted. Your results are too mediocre. It is the presentation is not good. And sometimes in SCOPUS, especially in Q1 and Q2, you can see in today's, of course, even in this issue, in this quartile of SCOPUS from October, November, December, you will see that many articles, they have excellent art of data interpretations. And yes, they have been published and accepted, because the reviewer, as a reviewer, if I'm publishing something for free, I need to see that it has a citation value. If your work does not have any citation value, I'm sorry, you have to learn, you have to work, and then you have to submit it again. Now let's go to the free journal process, the entire framework. Let's discuss the framework. First, I prepared the rough draft. I've done the grammar check. Yes, you can take the help of AI. Get inspired by the AI. Do not only write with the AI. This is very, very important. Nowadays, I will show you that in SCOPUS, there is a specific segment that you have to clarify that no AI writing has been used. So then, of course, the selection of journal, depending upon your topic, you can funnel it down. I will show you in a while. Then submit it, target the submission date, make a time-bound date, prepare your manuscript as hardly as you have worked for 1.5 years. It is not like in 2 days or 1 day or in 2 hours, you can prepare, okay, I have done the manuscript drafting as per the journal guideline. No, each and every element you have to read and you have to retake and you have to make sure that you follow those instructions into your manuscript. Then comes the very important part, figures, tables. There are certain softwares which is available. You cannot, sometimes in SCOPUS free publication, you cannot have a color diagrams unless and until the color diagrams are denoting something very significant. The color is denoting very significant aspect to that particular diagram. So you need to understand these particular things. I need to learn the sigma, you need to learn origin, you need to learn very simple aspects. Of course, certain paraphrases you need to do, you need to learn Grammarly. Nowadays, we can take the help of Qbold. Yes, everything is there, but still you have to make sure you engross the softwares, especially SPSS and VO. Those who are from the quantitative, those who are from the qualitative and in mixed methods, yes, you need to learn the SPSS, but do not be learn the many major aspects. I have seen a lot of publication that they are only going for, okay, let's do the regression analysis. This is my p-value. Okay, this is non-significant. Okay, now I'm ready for a SCOPUS publication. I'm sorry, no, this is 10, 20 years back. Even the optimization model papers are now obsolete. So now you have to go with the ANN models. Now you have to go to artificial intelligence. CNN models are there. So you have to engross the current trend and then use the software in order to have the relevant results. Sometimes very mediocrely, in a manuscript, if you put the results, even though your results are great, but the interpretation is very wrong. So that is how you learn in Eudoxia, the art of interpretation, especially in vivo and the live demonstration. It is absolutely magnificent how much you can do. And then imagination is always powerful. As our Albert Einstein has said, you have to have an imagination. Imagine that, okay, these are the sample papers, online first articles that I've seen in the journal I'm targeting. What is their uniqueness? How they have interpreted? Is my manuscript is kind of a same interpretation? Or if it is better, or if it is poor, then how I can improve? And that's how you do. The more the comprehensiveness, the more is the novelty, the more quartile up you will go. You will go from Q4 to Q1. Let's be motivated and discuss it with those who have done, who have make sure your discussion is healthy one and you will learn something in every stage. That is why in the IIP program, you need to understand that, yes, once you are in the program, try to learn these intricacies from our professors across the globe, those who are actually the expert in these fields. Learn the graphical abstract from our honorable chairman, sir, has done the live demonstrations. Learn how to create a highlight. Then learn how to draft a manuscript. What are the different softwares you can use while drafting the software? What about the references? Can you learn Mendeley Zotero? Even in literature review, can you use Mendeley? So all these things you have to learn in the program. And then it's a walk in the park, I can say, to write the manuscript and submit it in the one. So now with this, I will go for one short live demonstration that I want to show to every scholar that how actually we can go for, especially in Scopus, I want to target. I will just take 2 minutes more in terms of the keywords. Let's say, for example, now you want to select a journal. Yes, there is journal finders. There are different platforms are there. But what if I directly go to the Scopus and let's say maybe let's say gender studies. This is one of my key topics, keywords, or it is there in this is the study I have done on gender studies. And of course, some application should be there. Now I will search in Scopus that in gender studies, what are the hit words that I can get directly? So in terms of the directly, I will search here research articles. I'm only interested in review articles or research articles, depending upon your article. And then I found it out that, okay, by relevance, if I'm sorting it by relevance, I can see, okay, Women Study International Forum. Women Study International Forum. Now this particular journal has popped up. Okay, now I have to see, is it a free publication is offering or not? It is a totally open access. If it is a total open access, I will not go for it. Yes, it says support open access. So that means the free publication is there. Then I immediately look into the dates, the timings. Okay, 9 days for the first time of decision. That is perfect. And then, of course, the review timing is a bit longer in case of certain journals. And then this is the one example I'm setting up. Normally, I will take that where the review timing is less. And even the submission to acceptance should be very, very less. Now, you can see the article processing charge. Some of the myths of the scholars are there that if you pay 3,000, it will be published. No, it is on acceptance. So make sure that everything is very crystal clear in your domain. Then finally, final part is the guide for authors. Absolutely important. Read every sentence. Make sure that you will have, if the highlights are mandatory, graphical abstracts are mandatory, what are the figures, what are the DPIs they are looking for. That is how you do the hard work in your manuscript. It is not all about, okay, the scientific writing part is definitely a key, but you have to work hard in terms of this particular aspect. Take a sample paper from the online articles and then compare that if I'm missing something, and then we will go for the submission. And I'm sure with that submission, definitely you will get a productive results. In terms of publication, make sure that once you're focusing on Scopus or in Web of Science or in a good publication house for free publication, then you have to make sure you will always go for the process. And in Eudoxia, I'm very proud that all our IIPians, those who are really learning and sincere about their work, are getting their results. So please be sincere. Do not look for shortcuts. There is no shortcuts in research. Work hard. We are always there 24/7. We are trying to support you. And this is the paramount of Eudoxia. This is how we built the connection with our scholars and global academicians. So thank you so much. I would like to thank our Honorable President, sir, for this wonderful opportunity given to me. And I hope that our scholars now start learning. And I'm sure our excellent keynote sessions are coming up. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for making this COM 2023 a great, grand success in an international conference. Over to you, sir. Thank you so much for letting me this opportunity for presentation. Thank you.